A train wrecked to spin fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree, show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow.
Yo, good morning, guys. Mega GMs, welcome to the Swarm Report. All right, I'm looking forward to this morning, doing a little catch-up with you guys. No guests today. I love chatting with everybody. We've had some killer guests on the past week or so here. Right, nice run of guests. VPay and Alleyway and Deep Brew yesterday were fucking awesome. Love those guys. I think that project's going to do really well. But man, I like our catch-ups. I like our little jam sessions together here. So today, let's take a look at the virtuals ecosystem. Let's look at the tokens that have launched in the past week. Let's see who's cooking. Let's see who's not. We got updates from projects here too. And then some updates here on this show. Yeah, we need it, dude, right? Yeah, we need it. Got to keep our finger on the pulse, what's going on here. In fact, I'm doing a little thinking too about when I do have a guest, I still wonder if that needs to be like a little different, at the very least, maybe the first 15 minutes is a market review and just headlines. And then we get into the chat with the guest or whatever, right? Thinking about that closer to maybe like what we did Friday, right? We do a spaces. Not that we're going to do spaces every day, maybe, but we do a spaces and then, or we do a market thing and then we get into our chat. Anyway, had a lot of cool shows lately. Today, the exact same. Get this out of here. Hang on. I streamed a Kick now too, and I don't know if I should. Just like spam over there. Anyway, we're live. Luna, good morning, man. On Abstract, on X, on Kick, on YouTube. Come over to YouTube though. Subscribe over here. Catch these replays. If you're not able to catch these live shows with these like just incredible builders, you got to catch these replays and hear about what they're building and why they're building it and who's the people, behind the project. Like Deep Brew yesterday was cool, meeting the team and hearing what they've done before and right, why that's a team you want to bet on. And for me, that's a team I want to bet on. Definitely, right? I'm going to be playing some points on Deep Brew coming up this Friday. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot. By the way, rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness, Aussie Osborne. Got punched yesterday with that news, and probably a lot of us expecting it too, but just dude, like probably millions around the world, it might feels a lot yesterday. I work for Aussie Osborne's Crypto Brats project still. It's quiet, right? But we're still there and we're still kicking and we're still, enjoying everything about that guy. And so it hit that community, our community, pretty darn hard yesterday. Rocking the old Bats PFP. It's a classic, dude. Feels right. But thank you to Ozzy, dude, and all the time and the memories and, it's a crazy thing. Gets you thinking when things like that happen, but absolute legend. And anyways, God, I wonder if he would have ever gotten into AI. Will we see an Aussie AI agent kind of thing? There you go, Yo-Yo. There you go. Dude, it's cool just seeing everybody coming back together. Kind of missed it. Anyway, follow me over on X. Follow the Swarm_AI. Heads up, probably in about 20 minutes or so, I have an announcement that I'll make. I'll tweet it out. I'll tell you guys first, and then I'm going to tweet it out. Throw some love on it when I do. But yeah, cool Swarm announcement coming up here. Little hint is it's a cool partnership coming. So we're Swarm's expanding. We'll say that. But again, I'll share that here shortly. Follow SlamAI_XYZ. And then finally, CryptoSlam.io. All those on X. All right. Right. About show. Okay. So Whack AI, love these guys. They announced, was it yesterday? or day before, but announced their new staking rewards, really spicy rewards. These guys are just cooking. And so tomorrow's show, we'll actually have the Whack AI crew back on here. So looking forward to that. They're friends of the show and ACP partners here. And so excited to bring those boys back on and talk about project updates and why the staking rewards, such aggressive rewards too, really, really nice. 8% of their supply is going to wax stakers. It's a big old chunk of tokens going out on I think on a monthly basis. Yeah. So pretty spicy. We'll get them on to talk about it. So tomorrow, same time, right? 9 a.m. Eastern time, but we'll have them on right over here. Now on Friday, we're going to have a little change of pace for our Friday show, I think, because Deep Brew is hosting an AMA. And I think that AMA is with Nick. I'll be there as well. So I think Nick and I are co-hosts in that AMA with Deep Brew. And that's going to be at I think, guys, 7 a.m. Eastern time. It might impact our Friday show a little bit. We may start a little later. Maybe Friday we're not going to do a space and we'll just go right to our normal show, right on the video side. So stay tuned for more info about that. But just be aware that at least I'll be over there earlier in the morning. So tune into that. And Deep Brew launch coming up. We'll talk about that here shortly when we get to the Virtuals Genesis launches here. Let's get to the market though, and we'll start at pretty far zoomed out here. Let's looking at the crypto majors. Bitcoin 118K, ETH 3600. Ripple 335. Ripple's cooking, man. Ripple's had a phenomenal freaking week, and Solana touched 200. There it is at 195. Kind of red across the board here in the past 24 hours. There's still some fears of tariff implications, and there was some a report that came out earlier in the week saying that the economy's maybe not looking as strong as it was feeling, right? Still rate cuts on the horizon. Could be this month. Not expecting it this month, but could be this month. And if so, game on. If not, pretty darn likely we get those rate cuts in August. But regardless, here we are, not far from all-time highs, but, not quite there. Looking at the AI market, here we are, up almost 1.2%. Market cap at 12.18 billion. So market here in AI still looking good, not looking the best we've seen, but we're working our way up there. I know there's virtuals fought out there right now, right? Like I pay attention. There's a lot of people saying like the virtuals thing is done, right? It's toast. The best is behind us. I don't believe that for a second. Yes, down period right now for sure. Agents bleeding out, the virtual token not really moving with the rest of the market, but that said, this just feels like a lull. It feels like calm before the storm on virtuals. And I'm still expecting some major launches to come in the same way that, let me think, like Iris kind of came out of nowhere. And something like Alleyway, which I think is awesome. You'll see today, it launched this morning. It's looking great. I think we're going to see some big agents come over or launch. And I actually think we'll see some Web 2 IRL brands that actually do launch agents. Not anything I've heard, but I'm just like, it's just a feel. I think virtuals is a lot more up their sleeves here. We'll see if it plays out. Your top agents by market cap, Fartcoin still on top here. I still wish that was not counted as an agent coin, but it is. It's followed by Turbo. Rex now the third biggest AI agent token here. 290 mil market cap. That's hit an all-time high here. Love to see that, man. Just rooting for those guys hard. And we got Toshi and Ket, still the strangest of the AI tokens here. I consider AI XBT an agent token. Rect as well, right? But even though it's a brand token, I don't know. It's a pretty broad pool of agent tokens. I guess there's no it's not a one size fits all. We'll say that. Over on the infrastructure side, it's FET, still over 2 bill market cap here, followed by virtuals at 1.2, DCAI, IOTX, and AI16Z back over 200 mil. Great to see that. And then in DeFi, what's up, Carbon? Good morning, man. We got Venice, Griffane, Banker, Olas, and Cortex. I say it every day. I'm still expecting the most disruption over here. And I'm still expecting some names that maybe we're less familiar with to pop up here and climb that ranking. I think that area is going to be super disrupted by, I don't know, the agent that does it, the agent that changes DeFi, the agent that makes us money. or the platform, whatever it is. I'm still expecting that. Kind of thought we'd see it play out by now. We might be early. And then put them together. We look at Mindshare. It's Fartcoin, Rect, Banker, Virtual, and TheorIQ. TheorIQ. Still no token, but that campaign's roaring. Yeah. Billy Betts on the board here as well. Made their migration to base this week here. Pretty cool. Yeah, Mindshare just feels like, I don't know, maybe that's, the sentiment out there too. Again, everybody feeling like AI is kind of down. And again, it is. And it's not feeling the excitement in the Mindshare charts as well. All right, how are points looking? Points are live this morning. Decent points, actually. I got decent points. Participated in Alleyway, and points kind of reflected that. We'll peek at that. But here we go. We're sitting at about 4.5 billion points in circulation. It's nice that people have been getting a little spendy. Part of that, too, is, man, I think people's points are expiring as well, right? 2 days ago, I had points expire for the first time. And I think there's a lot of people in the same boat. Yes, there were some good agents popping up that have popped up. Some still coming. But, to some degree, few and far between. And I heard Will say this on his show. Was it yesterday? And he's totally right. The biggest problem here is when you get a hot agent launch, and maybe that's something like Alleyway, but let's picture something even bigger, something like Iris comes along. Everybody all in on points, right? Everybody all in. And so you're so watered down. Where's the play? Where's the play if even on the big launches, you can't get a big chunk of tokens? And that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, I did, Cats. Yeah, I expected him to. I was surprised that it, was looking less likely. I kind of, for whatever reason, I thought they would. And yeah, so they did bond. We'll peek at their market cap. Not looking great. But it's really hard. Genesis launch is not super profitable right now. It just depends. Like, hey, Lily's an exception. I think a few of us here ended up doing okay on Lily. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. But I sold my Lily tokens. I'm up. Not bad. That's crazy. Went from 37 under an hour to 100 with 3 minutes left. Yeah. People burning some points and yeah, wow. Actually, when we look at the chart, it's going to show why. Right? Some guys last minute that can push it up there. They run the numbers. So, right? They know, like, okay, I can throw these points in, big chunk allocation, dump it right away, get my 5x or whatever, whatever it is, right? So, people play this game as a game. Your top token movers here in the past 24 hours. There's Alleyway, up 126%. Min, W-Bug, Savra up, like that a lot. And then, oops. And then your top losers, VPay, down almost 20%. Flight, PTAI, Legend. Interesting Legend. I forgot about them. I do want to peek in and see how that's going. Actually, not bad. 300K market cap is not bad. NFT XBT down 20%. Interesting there too, right? This comes from the FX hash guys who have gotten a lot of FUD. They got a lot of FUD lately. That agent, I hope they push on, by the way. I think we need an AI NFT cluster, and they should be in there. But yeah, like that one. And then VPay down 20%. Actually, the board shifted here. Here's Santa up here, down 22%. Good stuff. Yeah, not bad. By the way, virtual site needs an update. When we get to the Genesis launches, I'll show you. And I know you felt this too, but when you go click through Genesis launches, here's what I used to do. I'll even pull it up now just to show. But I used to go look at this board and I would just like hold control and right click through and it would open them up in a different tab. It doesn't work anymore. You got to click each one. You click it, it takes you into the page and then it just slows down the workflow so much. This site needs a little love. We'll say that. I think a lot of love here. Hang on a sec. Come on. I want to look at our top agents volume wise. Voice of Gods. I don't think I have too much to say about that other than this one looks. Cass, have we ever figured out what's going on here? This one's. Let's pull it up. This one's a little sus. Gravity. Good morning, man. This one's a little strange. A little strange. We'll say a lot of strange. Because look at I don't know if you guys caught this one. But this thing went from like a 1.7 mil market cap, a week or two ago. and it ripped to 28 mil just yesterday. I don't think anybody knows yet what happened here. Like some coordinated, I don't know. Is that the only reason though, Cats? Yeah, it was weird. Just kind of out of nowhere, this thing exploded. I was wondering if this is people gaming the point system, like the voting for agents. I was wondering. I keep watching out for this to happen. Only reason you've seen. Okay, so the CEO, the dev is the CEO of a DeFi company, which is cool. It's enough. If people want to speculate, there you go. Speculation is the only thing that moves the needle. Product doesn't matter. A little bit it matters, right? But product barely matters. It's like speculation. Because we don't know about it, then you can just speculate and say, oh, this is going to be maybe this, and it's going to be that, and they got all these partnership opportunities because they got this guy, right? It's how it works. But whatever. I mean, 18 mil FTV at this point. But what I was wondering is, back on the voting page, if somebody or a group of people were gaming it, right, buying up a huge chunk of supply here, right? Buying up a huge chunk of supply and then going to throw some votes behind it to start getting a lot of points. I'm going to watch for it. I mean, Voice of God, all of a sudden at number 14. So that could be a big part of what's going on here. We've been watching for that. Like out of nowhere, thing rips up the leaderboard here. As of right now, actually, voting ends in 10 hours. So kind of out of nowhere, they're going to get 1.3% of the daily 10% of points. So it could be that. It could be a combination of the two. And GG's, whatever the case, GG's, especially if you were in there ahead. What's up, Awful Eye? Good morning, man. Yeah, it's a bummer, right? Big time. Anyway, you do have 10 hours left if you want to change your vote or make your vote or whatever. You're voting for the next 7 days. What percent of the daily 10% virgin points you're going to get. And so this looks very much the same as it has the past 2 weeks. Iris, Axel Rod, Whack AI, Manikai. I mean, not much has changed here. I think just at a glance, the biggest change is still, Voice of God being there. Let's peek. Actually, wait. Let's go look. I want to peek at volume again. We got aired out there. But yeah, volume wise, it is Voice of God on top. 640K, AIXBT, Game, Mamo, and Rabita. Anybody else catching any kind of action? Not really. It's pretty slow. It's pretty freaking slow right now. It's set it and forget it. I think people really disengaged right now. I mean, you just feel, and so I said it. I set my vote to go to Swarm, and just I'm leaving it there. Okay, again, I really dislike this redesign. I like the video stuff, right? I like the display, but I don't like that I got to go click everything individually. So let's go back, starting with CoinRaces. Just peek at some market caps here. There you go. CoinRaces at 213K. Again, this is gonna be really slow. Zaya at 1.1 mil. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Do I have tokens here? Oh, right, the airdrop. I never claimed my Zaya airdrop. I need to get back there and do it. Buy 227K, still over pre-sale. So you're still up, still a win. Now, AI Berkshire and that Elmo partner, virtual partner, did move the needle for these guys, still has. Almost 900K market cap now. Yo, I think only like 20,000 points. And I did that because they were expire. And I meant to go back and throw more points in. We did the show and I lost track of it. But I think 20,000 points. What about you guys? How many would you guys throw at Alleyway? Did pretty well too, actually. I think it's gonna keep. I think Alleyway is gonna cook here. Here is Model Guard, 371K. We're feeling out where these things are settling. 200-300K or so. Good ones, better ones, whatever. Right around a mil, which is cool. There's Flight, 1.5 mil, right? And that is one that's got some of that hype, and that a lot of that is the partner as well. The Elmo. I think Elmo virtual partner there. VPay, love. I do. I love this one. Great team, right? But but I still think what they're building has got some great potential. So do other people. 564K market cap here. I'm watching that one closely still. Advolve. Here you go. Now we get to the point where we're under pre-sale. And Advolve is that, and Advolve was probably just a points burn. It was just people, not wanting to lose. Did you go all in, Cats? Like all your points? Wow. PlayStack, same thing, just something for people to throw their points at. But under pre-sale price, what was that? 140 something K. Arvos, similar, little higher, 240K. I think we'll see this much lower here. Probably coming up here. I'll do True Sight because that's our most recent completed, 212,000. And then Alleyway's the big one. MJ, yeah, it's weird. It might seem underwhelming, but I just think it's not for us, right? All I can think with the avatar thing, it's like it's meant for celebs. It's in influencers and stuff. It's literally a way for their fans to feel like they're talking, connecting with that person, and I think it works. Like if Brad Pitt, I don't know who's a big star. I don't know who's a big star. Who's like a big Hollywood dude right now. I don't know. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling launches it like an AI agent that you can pay to talk to, like Tom Cruise, right? And any of the, yeah, that's right. I'm trying to think who the young stars are. But if they launch an agent that, their fans and their millions of fans can just talk with 24/7, I think they'll eat it up. And so for that reason, I think these make sense. Now a step further, like streamers, influencers, whatever, that launch like their avatar and can maybe stream for them. I don't know if they're gonna if that integration isn't there yet, but I think that's coming. So if like streamers can have a digital, twin as well, to me it makes sense that way. Yeah, there you go. If Justin Bieber had a digital avatar that somebody could just talk to, like I talk to ChatGPT, and tons of people do that thing. Tons of people talk to avatars, and so I think celeb avatars is an untapped market, and Alleyway can do that. Yep. So I see way more potential in this than like probably most other AI launches on virtuals. I mean that too. It doesn't appeal to me. Like I'm not going to talk to these things, but I think I think there's tens of millions of people out there that would. If they market this right and get the right partnerships, I think this thing could be huge. So yeah, I like it. Anyway, it launches live. As of just a few hours ago, 1.6 mil market cap, really solid. Considering we're seeing agents just live 200-300K, right? 1.6 mil is a pretty awesome feat. I thought, and I still do think this lives between 3 and 5 mil. If it doesn't, if it just lives around here, again, just shows us what the market's willing to give. Yeah, there you go. That's it. It's not meant for us, man. It's not us, but different generation. Yeah, like 1,000%. So I think this one's going to do really well. If they can keep the tokenomics spicy, right? If they can keep it spicy and do buybacks, and if they can get these partnerships, and if we get a big partner that does launch an avatar, I think this one could be awesome. So I think this could even be a buy here at 1.6. I'm not buying it, right? But it could be. Definitely keep my eye on it. Again, I think they're onto something interesting. All right, let's peek. Whale Intel, let's see, Genesis. All right, what are you looking for, Cats? Flight did really fucking well, by the way. Oh, very cool. Current ROI, all-time high ROI. Yeah, very cool. Man, all these sites that let you scroll, they need to have like the top column locked so I can see what the column is, right? So ROI here, all-time high ROI next to it. Yeah, pretty cool. So there's Alleyway, a 9x. Right now an 8x, but a 9x in Alleyway, really nice. Flight 10.5. Man, Virgin was freaking awesome, huh? I think we need more stuff. I think we need some more meme coins over on virtuals, and they should just launch in prototype. I think. Berkshire 7x. It's good to see. There's still, I mean, man, there's still places to win over on virtuals. By the way, heads up, EVA. EVA, in 2 days, you'll be able to sell your tokens with no penalty. We should probably start covering that more every show, right? Start covering which unlocks are coming, which tokens you can safely sell. EVA, in 2 days, you'll be able to sell at at this level here. Look at that, a 3.7x. It's not going to be that for long, but yeah, you're going to get your EVA play here soon. And like, going to be easier to do that if you're not staked. I'm not staking anymore. I'm not, right? Like any of the tokens I've gotten, my Alleyway tokens, I'm not staking anything now. Alleyway's locked for a while, but I'm not staking anything now. Just to stay liquid. And man, that brings me right to, I guess, Lily, because Lily now is in the yellow, right? Their tokens are still locked. Let's pull up Lily. Here's Lily. So Lily's now 6 days away from unlock, but we're in that 7-day period where you can sell your tokens and not take a hit. And you're still a 6x, 6.25x. And so I did exactly that. I sold my tokens this morning. Partially because we got news, right? So we got some news from Lily. Launched their website, this NSFW, kind of baddies website. And look, I peeked at the site. I'm not super impressed. I still am not sure that they're building anything. Like that site does not look, I don't mean to FUD them too, but whatever. Like that site doesn't look like it took much to put together. And it doesn't give me any confidence that they're going to do something. It doesn't, like nothing. So I'm out of Lily. I sold this morning, got my 6x. Let's pull up Lily on virtuals. Chart looks okay, actually. All right, let's peek. Hang on. Where is Lily? I think a little further down. Yeah, there's Lily. But that's how you want to do this stuff, guys. Wait till the unlock till it's safe for you to sell, and then there you go. Yeah, there we go. So here's Lily today, like shockingly up. Normally when it's unlocked, you're it's a race to the bottom. Not with Lily. I think some people are seeing that site and it's a good sign to them. Or, it could be artificial. Could be a smart team who's like kind of buying tokens, whatever, has a market maker. I don't know. But either way, it's up. If you got Lily tokens and you were hoping to sell, wanting to sell, this is maybe your time. Unless you think this can go a lot higher, and it totally could. I could be totally wrong, and they could be building the thing they said they're going to build. I just don't know. I've not seen anything that makes me think they're gonna. But it's actually up, and not a bad place to take profits and be up 6x. So heads up there again. If you got Lily tokens, you can sell now and no penalty. We'll see. I am rooting for them though. Like I am. I'm rooting. I hope they do something cool. All right, let's go look at what's on the board right now and then what's coming. Only one agent pledging right now. QuantFun. Do you guys want to check out the video? Have you guys seen that yet? Just one of these. It's a DeFi tool. It's a trading tool. I think insights. I don't think this thing's going to trade for you. I just think it's going to give you alpha. But yeah, I'm not sure with this one. If I don't know. To me, this coin flip if that one actually makes it or not. That could be Mike. Yeah. I mean, here, I'm going to play that clip. I'm going to play the video just in a minute. Hey, while I'm letting it play, I'm going to get that tweet ready to fire off. We do have an announcement here.
I'm James, CEO of QuantFun, and we've been hard at work getting our product ready for launch. We are a retail-friendly, on-chain hedge fund platform that leverages agentic AI to help users invest wisely. That's a lot. Let's unpack it. So we are retail friendly. We focus on making the product really easy to use, including for crypto casuals and people that aren't even in crypto, so that they can deposit and earn some really high yields and returns. It's on chain. We use only audited smart contracts vaults. Currently, our partner is Drift, but we've got some other partnerships going there. And then let me explain a little bit of what vaults are if you're not familiar. So a vault aligns our incentives where you deposit money and I manage the money for you, but I never control your money. I never have custody of it. So vaults are non-custodial. And if I make you money, then we split the profits. And so they're a really great deal, and they've become very popular this year in crypto. And then we are a hedge fund platform. So my family fund, CoinRaces Capital, seeded some of our first vaults, and we're using some of the graduate work that I did at Harvard on the fundamentals of proof of work cryptocurrency.
All right. MJ, that's a damn good question, dude. It's a damn good question. If you're gonna, hang on, wrong. There we go. If you're gonna take half the wins, you better split the losses, dude. Yeah, dude, for real. Yo, I'm watching it. I haven't sold still. Dude, I was up so big there. I probably should have sold, but I'm holding. It's got a story. We'll see. So far, the house won, or is winning. But dude, yeah, MJ, that's funny. Do you need to buy more Swarm before announcement? I will never tell people to do that. Does it move the needle? I don't know. I'll just say this: we're expanding beyond, the virtuals ecosystem. There we go. Let me fire off that tweet now. Let's get it out there. We'll share what that is. How about this, MJ? Do I think it's going to make people go run out and buy Swarm? I don't think anything does right now. You know what I mean? But it is a new place that Swarm will be useful. Gravity. Interesting. Yeah. All right, boom. Tweets out. Drop a link in the chat here. Again, the goal with Swarm. Let me share that with the Ensemble team. The goal with Swarm is to help feed every agent, every human, the best on-chain data. And of course, then like our DNA, the wallet DNA, token DNA, these incredible metrics that nobody has. And so a new partner, a new ecosystem for the Swarm to be plugged into. It's called Ensemble. But I think Quill is over in that ecosystem too. I'm pretty darn sure. And I'll pull up Ensemble, show you what they are. But picture, I think you could look at it like this. You can picture it very much like ACP. It's another place, like a directory of agents, but also like just like you use the butler, you can use the agents through there. It's going to get really competitive. Love virtuals, right? I fucking love virtuals, but it's going to get really competitive. Launchpads are going to get competitive, but also these Swarm ecosystems going to get really competitive. And it's not even just virtuals and Ensemble. There's multiple now, and we're going to get the Swarm plugged into all of them. But Ensemble's looking like they're cooking, man. And we're really, really excited to get the Swarm plugged in there too. So we're going to keep working with those guys and cooking and get the Swarm baked in throughout that ecosystem. But check it out. Here's Ensemble. I dropped a tweet in the chat. Throw a like on that and share that, please, fam. I'll drop that in TG after here too. But these boys have been cooking for a minute already. They've got partners already. They've got a great background too. So really, really excited for this. Again, we are going to keep pushing. And I know I look at TG and I see the chat there, and I appreciate everybody's comments too. Like the bad ones too. I do, because I get it. Like I'm a DJ and I trade. I get it. And if people want us to get pumpy, look, I'm never going to be pumpy. But make no mistake, like even comments about the show and saying like we spend the time, kind of promoting other agents, projects, whatever. Yes. This is like a service for the community, our community, but also the broader virtuals community. We're going to support other builders because, probably everybody here realizes when you get these guests on the show, we now know them. We don't talk on the show and then never again. No, we're all chatting like every damn day behind the scenes now, and everybody's talking about how we integrate together and what we can build together. So it's a great way to open a door to all these other projects, and they use our stuff or we use theirs or it's both. But the amount of building going on behind the scenes and the amount of those things that have happened because of the show, I don't know. I can tell some people in that chat maybe don't understand that or hadn't considered that. I can tell you it's a big thing. Even something like what we're cooking with Arbus happened because of the show, right? So it does move the needle and it pays off down the road. It's like, we build now, and this is building the foundation for what Swarm is going to be. And Swarm is going to be everywhere. Virtuals, Ensemble is where this is going to live too. And then we grow beyond. But for right now, spotlight on Ensemble. Let me throw up their account too. Let's see if we got any spicy little tidbits from these guys here too. But dude, they're really cool. They're really cool. And actually, we'll have them on the show here soon as well. Again, like this show will expand beyond just covering virtuals. I want to cover creator bid. We'll cover the Ensemble ecosystem. If it's AI, we'll be talking about that because the Swarm is going to live everywhere. Give those guys a follow too. They're cool. Really cool guys. Integrated into Eigenlayer. Very cool. Yeah, they got a lot cooking, man. They got a lot they're cooking here. I'm not familiar with Union Build. I should probably dig in, but this will be great. Again, just a whole group of new agents and people will reach the Swarm because of this. And yes, they'll use Swarm token. So pretty cool. Mufasa, good morning, man. Good to see you, sir. Well, more info about that partnership and what it is we're doing and what it's going to look like and when integration, all that stuff coming soon. But yeah, I think I need to get those guys on the show and we'll start talking about what they got, what they're building, what they're cooking. Oh, whoa. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I got with fake news. Sorry. My bad. Have you guys seen this is like random? There's like a newer account that does only fake news. Have you guys seen this account? This fucker got me. I can't. Yeah. I might have to mute it because that stuff gets me. This I saw on the timeline real quick. I thought it was real for a second. 52 mil punk sale. It's not real. Anything from this account, guys, Crypto Central's fake. So heads up about that. Got me. Anyway, Ensemble. So Quill over there, Quill behind Whack AI, right? So I think we're in good company. Let's drop the site here in the chat. Anyway, expect more like that, guys. There's a lot going on. So expect more with Arbus coming soon. Expect more. There's a lot going on, a lot cooking. Very exciting shit too. So let's go back to virtuals and look at what's coming up. Again, there's nothing on the board now. Quant.fun. I don't know about that, guys. Hey, Crypto Sage. Great to see you, man. I had a blast talking with you, by the way. That was cool, and we'll definitely run that back again. Actually, how is not that I give too much of a shit about price, but I am curious how you're doing. 100K FDV, not bad still. Not bad. I do think that's going to bond too. I'm pretty damn sure of it. Hey, I'm doing my part. Mufasa, really? Why, burn points, or do you see something there? We'll see. By the way, I noticed this before, and I guess this news was a couple days old, but I noticed that the two clusters, the Autonomous Hedge Fund and the Autonomous Media House are connected now. I don't know if everybody caught that, but Loon is now connected to Axel Rod, which is cool. There you go. Just kind of following the rest of the virtuals market now, right? So yeah, I kind of missed this. And then Katz was kind enough to share with me. This is just a couple days ago. This was tweeted out. So Axel Rod, and then there we go. That's the tease. That's the tease. But there they are. They're linked up. So there's Loon and Axel Rod. So I was just speculating what that might look like, and who knows? like I assume that the hedge fund will be promoted by the media house, right? So it'll make promo materials and videos and, whatever. But like I was telling Katz, I'm like, I wonder if, when you trade on Telegram using a bot like Proton or Photon or whatever the fuck. And if you win or you lose a trade, right? When you trade, it generates a graphic for you and it says up, 90% or you lost 30% or whatever. And, yeah, I wonder if it's going to generate images when Axel Rod cooks on a trade or loses. Just an initial thought. Would be cool too. I can feel that, Mufasa. Yeah. He seems like a guy that can. He seems like a dev that can dev. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it. Now coming up, I'm pretty damn excited for Deep Brew. So Alleyway high on my rankings. Deep Brew high on my rankings. I might even say they're very similar because I think they have a different kind of appeal. So on the show yesterday, talking about actually building out a coffee brand, the like how useful an in-store agent's going to be. And I didn't even consider birth rate issues. And we talk a lot about jobs getting replaced. And I just hadn't really considered, well, there's going to be all these jobs out there that there's no people there that would even fill them. Like the world is changing, man, in so many ways. And so a lot of these jobs that would have been replaced by AI, well, the AI is not going to take a human spot. There's not enough humans to actually have these jobs. And that's where something like these Deep Brew agents come in. So this is going to end up being a brand, but it's also this AI tool that you plug in at convenience stores and, chains in restaurants and whatever. And like, man, it just makes so much sense. I'm going to do a good amount of points to hear it. Look, I don't know if it cooks or not. I don't know if we're talking 1 or 2 or 3 mil or 5. I don't know if we're talking that, or if we're just talking like 500K. I don't know. What I know is I'm not going to lose on it. I'll bet on a guy like that who he said on the show, they got rev already coming in from their other businesses. He didn't share what those are. I think I might know some of them. Like they've been in Web3. They've got some other Web3, NFT crypto games. I'm pretty sure. Just some sleuth than I did, right? But I'm going to bet on this, and I don't think I don't think I lose on it. I don't think you lose if you bet on it. But I'm betting on the team. That's what I'm betting on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm betting on. Oh, wow. Okay, Mufasa, that's good stuff. Okay, I'll do some digging. That's pretty cool. Anyway, Deep Brew again Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. We got a Spaces again. It's Nick. It's the Deep Brew team. I think I'm there. And we'll kick off their launch. That's coming here in 36 hours. I'm bidding on this. I'm not sure if I'm all in because points are getting harder to come by. And I am expecting a big old curveball from virtuals. I just think something hot's going to pop up. We'll see. But Deep Brew, I like a lot. I'm going to put a good chunk there. Other than that, man, Ring Fence, I love. They're coming on the show next week, by the way. So we got Ring Fence coming too. I like them. Kind of like a security kind of layer for ACP. Again, we'll hear more from the team itself. They got a great virtual partner. They look solid here. Right? It's like Cats. Those are the things that give you a little, like, not peace of mind. They give you, conviction kind of stuff. You see Quill there, you're like, all right, cool. Yep, exactly that. So again, it's everybody's looking to expand, and expanding will happen, yes, in virtuals, absolutely, but beyond. These autonomous agents are going to be everywhere, and it's a great thing. But Deep Brew, Ring Fence, I'll tell you what, man. After those two, I'm not sure I see anything. There's a couple I'm like, okay, I'll watch, but I think those are the only two on the radar right now that I'm even considering putting points to. Actually, not considering. Those are the only two I know I'm putting points towards. There's nothing else I'm even considering those. So it's definitely a slower period, and usually that's what virtuals, that's when they come in and they drop some other big stuff on you. We know we're waiting for the 69-day protocol. We're waiting for that. Hey, have a great day, man. And yes, we'll see you Friday. A lot on Friday. We got our Spaces show Friday, and then, of course, Deep Brew. So a lot coming. But yeah, I hope the day's great. Always cool to see you pop in, man. Anyway, slow. And to be totally honest, slow is when there's usually some pretty good opportunities. So it's just that reminder to stay plugged in. By the way, let's just peek at points real quick. Yeah, points were getting so damn low last week, right? Started creeping back up, but we've fallen again down to 223 mil dropped this morning here. So again, not great points. Daily active for me has come up a little bit. Actually hanging around 1400. I'm spending some points, not getting a ton back. Oh, I'm sorry. These are my expiring points. My bad. Daily active. Okay, so I got double the points. Spending points yesterday, I got double back. Right, I was getting 766, 771, 779. Right. Well, I spent points. I got almost 1400. So that did work. It did move the needle. My daily active bonus for, or my daily points for yapping and my staked virtual and my voting stuff, that's all staying pretty flat. Now, Vader, guys, a heads up. That's cool. All right, we'll peek at that. Vader's tweaked a couple things. They're breaking down, right? You get their Vader yapping points and you get the Vader staking points. They tweaked it again where yapping is getting less. Stakers getting more. This is Vader. Good or bad, I don't know, but Vader tweaks the thing for whatever fits in the moment. And right now, Vader token price coming down. What can you do to bring it back up? We'll give Vader stakers more reward. So they're trying to incentivize people buying Vader, staking Vader. And so right now, points are pushed way more in favor for Vader stakers. Way more. So a heads up about that. Now, starting last week, we have the new Vader campaign where projects bid their token to try to win 24-hour period of Vader community yapping, right? It's not happening this week. That's been put on pause this week to tweak some. Well, let me pull up the announcement here. But it's to tweak the the X algorithm. What is it? Upgrading the X API tweet polling infrastructure. Okay. But I don't think they got a lot bid this week. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw that they weren't getting. In fact, I saw that like Goon was going to bid some points to have like his account shilled. There you go. Yeah, I like that a lot, man. I think that's a smart play. Exactly, Cats. Exactly. I don't buy this tweet. Nobody was bidding, right? Again, Goon was going to bid, and it wouldn't take much. So yes, I think that's spot on. Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense as in I just don't think it's going to move the needle for people in this market. People yapping. Well, I don't think anybody wants to buy. And I don't know that any project has big announcements they need like pushed out there that they need mind share around. So again, just slow time in virtuals right now. And there you go. Guys, Mamo announced that they're now sharing virtual rewards with their platform users. So if you have a Mamo account, look, you get Mamo tokens. And I don't know if this is on a weekly. Is it? Yeah, weekly. On a weekly basis, they are, kind of giving back to account holders. Now giving some virtual tokens as well. So cool little update there. I like it. We have Neurobro. Here's Sentry. Sentry now in ACP. So that's relatively new. Neurobro 2, same thing, by the way, is like plugged into ACP. I don't know if it's connected yet, but a lot of building going on. I'll say that. Async tweeted out that their agent now can like read your screen, interact with your screen, which I like. That's something I want for the Swarm one day. I've always said that too. I want the Swarm on your screen and giving you like token analysis insights based on what you're looking at. I think that'd be cool as hell. So something I hope for one day. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll see. You got a nice bag of Mamo, Cats? I have no Mamo, and I regret that. I should have a long time ago. So, all right, just peeking for any other news. Anything else big out there you guys have seen that I might have missed? Again, pretty darn quiet in virtuals, and it's just not a bad thing. Good time to like tweak the game plan, like just get set for this next run. This next part of the run, guys, is going to get silly. And I think we're at the start of that now. Even if it's quiet right now, I think we're right at the start of like silly season. The like euphoria, the mania, all that stuff. And I hope you guys feel what I'm feeling too, which is a shift to NFTs. That's here. That's definitely here. And there's some Bitcoin NFTs that are starting to move. And just NFTs in general. It's about to be NFT season. Roth, good morning, man. It is. So plan accordingly. And virtuals ain't done. In fact, I just think this is just one of those typical lulls. So we shall see. Anyway, guys, there is your update today. Remember, tomorrow, WAC XBT on the show tomorrow. I can't freaking wait. Again, I like those guys a ton, respect what they're doing. So we'll have them on the show. They'll talk about staking. We'll talk about their product updates. Hell, we'll talk about Ensemble, because we're now both over there, which is really cool. So we'll get into all that stuff with them tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, right over here. Hit the like on the show on your way out, and then over to YouTube. Subscribe to CryptoSlam. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I like Savra. By the way, I should get them back on the show for an update. I'd like to see what they're building. They were light on info the first time around, but we'll get them back. I know, Cats. I knew you'd like that. So yeah, the whack guys on the show tomorrow. I can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Anyway, have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Goodbye.